The European political community was once founded when Russia's war of aggression started. It was founded to shape a European answer and to make sure that we have stability on the European continent. Now we are 3 years on, and we could witness all during the last days President Putin's true belief. He first called for a ceasefire around the anniversaries of the 9th of May, which he then never respected. Then Ukraine, with the support of the European Union and the United States, called for full and unconditional ceasefire over 30 days, which President Putin then rejected. And finally, he offered a meeting directly between Ukraine and Russia in Turkey, but President Zelensky was ready to meet. President Putin never showed up. And this shows the true belief of President Putin. He does not want peace. So we have to increase the pressure. And this is why we're working on a new package of sanctions. This package will include, for example, sanctions on Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2. It will include working on listing more vessels of the Russian shadow fleet and also lowering the oil price cap. And it will include more sanctions on the financial sector in Russia. For us, it's important. We want peace, and therefore we have to increase the pressure on President Putin till he is ready for peace.
So you mean Istanbul is a failure?
Why to come to South Caucasus?
For a ceasefire during the anniversaries of the 9th of May, which he himself then never respected. Then Ukraine called for a ceasefire supported by the European Union and by the United States, but President Putin rejected it. And finally, President Putin offered a meeting directly between Ukraine and Russia in Turkey. President Zelensky was ready to meet, but President Putin never showed up. And this shows his true beliefs, so we will increase the pressure. We're working on a new package of sanctions that include sanctions against Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2, but also listing more vessels in the shadow fleet and lowering the oil price cap, and finally more financial sanctions on the Russian financial sector, because we want peace and we have to increase the pressure till President Putin is ready.